Alright, so I am just gonna talk about the Fergie Wet n Wild Fergie Take on the Day mattifying powder, and I have used this product for quite some time, and I generally use it a lot for special occasions. And the reason I use it for special occasions is because I really had a lot of high esteem when it comes to this product. When I used it the first time, I was really kind of disappointed because I felt like it was not doing everything I thought everyone else was saying it was doing. But then I have super oily skin, so I thought, okay, maybe it's just that. And then I realized maybe I'm not using the right application. So this little review, or generally my reviews are a bit long, but in this review I'm just going to tell you what works best to me and what I realized with it pros and cons, and then you guys can decide if you want to use it or try it out. And if you have used it, let me know what your take and experience is, and maybe if any of my techniques actually help you to maximize the use of this product. So if you'd like to get my take and experience in using this product, please keep on watching. And I think it was either $4.99 US or $5.99, and the claim with this is that it's a mattifying powder. It says feeling shiny within, not without. Revolutionary light reflecting powder contains porous silica beads which absorb oil and minimize shine. I can say when you apply it, you do see a mattifying look. You actually see your powders, or if your foundation is a bit dewy, you actually do see a mattifying look. I must say that. At that moment, it's lightweight powder, feels weightless on the skin without adding color. Absolutely, it feels like nothing. And I think sometimes some individuals put out too much, you can barely see anything there, but when applied to my hand, you can't even see anything there. Look, I'm going to take a bunch here and apply it to my hand, and you can't see anything. So feels like you have nothing. And I've seen other people just like apply a lot of it, and just because you're not even conscious of how much product actually transfers, because it's so finely milled. I think it's more finely milled than rice powder, than the NARS. I think it's the one from NARS, or no, Makeup Forever, silica powder, that kind of thing. I can't remember what it calls, but it's a finishing powder. Tarte has a finishing powder also. It's finer than that. It's milled really fine, so it's super lightweight, and it does not put any color to your face, and it sets with a luminous soft focus finish. I think it does have this kind of blurry effect, but very lightly. It's not anything dramatic. So the use for it is that you could use it alone, which does not work for me because I need to cover my scarring and all of that, or I use it over makeup to set and seal foundation. They say brush powder lightly and evenly over face and neck, and maybe use throughout the day for touch-ups and to rid shine. Now initially I was like, why should I be using this to touch-ups? I thought it said take on the day. So my first expectation is that I must put on this powder in the morning, and then all day I'm going to look mattifying. I think that was my first downfall, because what I really thought it would do and what it really says was actually wrong. So it does not mattify your face all day, which other products like rice powder would do. Even the Makeup Forever, even the Tarte one does that. It gives me those give me a longer way in terms of mattifying. But when you apply this, like you use this for touch up, it actually mattifies your face fully, like no joke. But it does not claim that it will work for hours and hours and hours. It does not say that here. It just says that it just gives you the mattifying look, and you have to touch up. So you can see that my face is a bit greasy looking, and I touched up about 2 to 3 times for the day already with this, and my makeup has been on for about close to 12 hours. So that in itself says like maybe every 3 to 4 hours you have to touch up. Now I tried using a number of things with this. I tried using the powder puff. It applies a little more product than I would like. I tried a buffing brush like my kabuki. Again, a lot of product, and then it just looked, it really did look like my makeup was cakey, but then it was so translucent that you weren't even sure. It was like just looking too mattified. That's what it was, just looking too mattified. So then I even tried a brush like this. It didn't work. The best brush, I use also the e.l.f. Complexion Perfection brush, and that was very light, but I felt it needed something much better. The brush that I prefer using it with is this e.l.f. Small Stipple brush. I find that this helps to apply it almost flawless because of how it's dense but yet it's dual fiber, so it gives you that stippling effect, and it's just kind of lightweight. So what I do, I swirl it a bit in, and then I just lightly use it on my face. And that, what I just did, is what I would use for like that. And if I have to do more, I will just take a little very lightly and I will go over. Now I use this very, very sparingly, and I find that if I swirl it too much, I look a bit caked up or too mattifying. And once I just brush it lightly and then do what I just did, as you can see, my face looks matte. All the little greasy stuff that has been around is totally gone. And if I need to like touch up again, I don't really press it in, because somehow I believe some of the product is still here. And I love this on the eyes. I recently realized it because I forgot my banana powder at home. This works amazing for my under eyes. I love it, love it, love it. So initially my expectation of this was not really what it claimed it would do. Now that I know what it is, I work around it and I actually appreciate it and like it. Would I repurchase this? Maybe yes, because for that moment where you want to look matte, and if you have to take out pictures and you need something to blot, you can definitely use this and just blot very quickly, and you would get that matte look. It might just mean that I find at least this one, I would swap out this. Had I known this puff was the way it was, I would have swapped it out, because I've used it with my e.l.f. Puff and it works good, but the one that came with it, I don't like it at all. It takes up too much product, and the one from e.l.f. just barely taps really well, and I actually like that. So it's great if you have to take out photos and you just need that something in your bag to touch up before. It's great, I think. Sorry, if you are a makeup artist and you have a photo shoot and you need to just give your models that kind of flawless matte airbrush look, but still with a little dewiness, glowiness, I think this product is good. All in all, I rate this 4 to 5, and I do think I'll repurchase it just because I like, in effect, what the concept of it does. I know I like the fact that it's pressed and it's not loose like the others. That's another plus for me. And the packaging though is way too bulky for the amount of product you get. You actually get 6 grams of product, on where most face powders are like about 9 to 12 grams of product. So it's not a lot of product in terms of net weight, but I do believe that because it's how finely milled it is, that it does last a while. I've been using this for a while on and off, and I have not hit pan as yet. Maybe I'm close, I don't know, but it's definitely recommend, and I like it so far. Alright, so all in all, I would repurchase this. I don't know, I really like it, and it's a little addictive. Quite frankly, if you use this, let me know if you find this being addictive. It really is. Packaging, too bulky. You get very little product, no mirror, and you get a powder puff that I really don't like with it. Product in itself is just like this pan tin. So I felt that the packaging could have been, of course, something much tinier. I like it. It's bulky, but it can work amazing for touch-ups and even to set your powder. So I would repurchase this and I would recommend it. But if you're looking for something that will keep your face matte all day for long hours, this is not it. For me, it worked like 3 to 4 hours, and that was it. So I hope this review was helpful, and yeah. Alright, so until my next review, thanks for watching.